Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to make a table runner. Excuse me. I'm going to make a table runner out of this old jelly roll I had. It was from Joann's, I believe. It says place and time, holiday sewing, winter's pine met fabric roll. So it has 20 in there. So it has 4 of each one of these strips, 4 of 5 different strips. And in the interest of saving time and my wrist pain, I have went ahead and sewn these together. So I actually just laid them out just like this. And I sewed these 2 together, and then I sewed this one to this one, and this one to this one, and this one to this one. So it's very simple, straight lines at that point. And then I had this. Very simple. And of course I ironed them to the best side. So now we're going to cut it into, I need 3 blocks that are 10 and a half inches squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler here, and first I'm going to make it a smooth line here on the edge. So I'm going to line up with my seam line here. On any one of them would work, but I'm just going with the bottom one. I got my 9-inch line there. And it goes all the way down the seam. Nice and straight. Well, as straight as I can get it. We're going to trim that off. Put that back there. Then we're going to flip it around. And we're going to cut a block. I don't have a very big space here for cutting. So... because you know this is my filming, cutting, and sewing space. So now we're going to line our 10 and a half inch line up on this side right here, and I'm just going to cut right down through. And you're going to do that for 3 blocks. Now this will make 4, and I did already cut some because that was the second strip. This actually is going to be the back of my table runner, so I guess it could be reversible, and this block will be extra. But now we're going to take, so that then you'll cut 3 of those, which I have done. We're going to use those, and then it's very simple. This is a very, very simple block. We're going to just lay them out. And I think I want them like this. So these go like this. It doesn't really matter. I just want my outside ones to go up. My middle one, I like this piece right here that says love. So I want it to be correct when I guess I could be setting it that side of the table. But either way, I want it to be like that. So now we're just going to fold this over. This, not these. And I'm going to pin it. Because I'm going to pin it at the end, and I'm going to pin it at the middle, and I'm trying not to stretch it because, you know, it's a lot of little pieces there. It could definitely stretch and become distorted. I knew that wasn't right. So I'm just going to pin it there too, and then while I'm here, I'm going to open it back up. And I'm just going to fold this one and pin it. And I do want to sew from this side because I want to make sure my seams here don't get twisted. So we're going to pin at the back, the bottom, the end, whatever you call it. And I'm going to just very lightly pull it even there, flush. I'm going to pin in the middle, and then I am going to pin again at the beginning. And now we're going to head over to the sewing machine. Let me put this back and get this out. We're going to get that ready for me to iron it when I'm done. So let's head over to the sewing machine. Oh, that's not right. I must have just bumped that because I swear it was right a minute ago. So we're just going to stitch down through it. I'm going to pull my pins out because if I don't, I'm going to prick myself. And that's not very fun for me. Trim that off. Let's use this and go back through. We'll switch it around and do the other side. Pin out. We'll just do that as we go. And very simple. I know I did a lot of the work beforehand with the strips. And you could cut your own strips. You don't have to use pre-cut ones, but I had it here. I am trying to use up what I have. I realize it's a little late being Christmas is in just a few days, but you know, whatever. So now we're going to iron these to the middle. I'm sorry, to the sides because that's the straight side. Very quick to pull together. Let's fix that. Now, there you have it. Now we could do this different ways. Now I could use those strips because I do have a whole extra set and I'm going to use some of it for the binding. So it's going to be completely scrappy looking. So I think if I cut all these in half and sew them together, I'll use them all around it. Maybe a little more than half. But if I wanted to, or I still might, I don't know. I could take some and make a border around it so it would look like that. And actually, I might, because this right here, I think this one's my favorite. And if I took it and I put it right there, it's a lot. I know it's a lot, isn't it? But I think I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Do you like it? I need your help. I'm going to do it. It'll make it bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to cut it. I am going to cut it, but just a little bit. If I can find my little ruler. That's fine. I just need a straight edge. We're going to use this one just to get a straight edge. I'm just going to cut that off. Just enough to cut the salvage off. That's what it's called, salvage. And then I'm going to take it and I'm not even going to pin it. I'm just going to hold it and I'm going to sew down through on that side till I get to the end. And then I won't use this one for the binding because it'll be the border. So I'll use all the other ones for the binding. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'll try to do better. I should have pinned it and sewn from the other side, but I just have to make sure my seams go the way they're supposed to. Oh, something stuck in there. Let me pause it and see what I can fix. Okay, I got it fixed, and I actually went ahead and have sewn whatever that strip on there. And so we're going to iron that open. So as I was sewing this, I did realize then I can't use the other one as the background or the back side. It won't be big enough. But that's okay. I have plenty of fabrics. I'll find a different one for the back and it'll be reversible in a different way. Alright, so then we're going to take this, and I could use the rotary cutter, but I'm just going to do this. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I will have to open another roll, which is great. Using things up, I love it. We're going to grab the other one from this roll. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm a mess. So I ironed it open. And I just used scissors to cut it off on this side over here because it was easier than using a rotary cutter. So we're going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to cut it off even here. And then I'm going to just head over there and we're just going to sew this down on the other side. Just give me just a minute. I'll get back into the groove of this eventually. I did get a diagnosis or 3 for my hand. So I'm working on the healing part of it. We'll see how it goes. Sew this straight down. Sewn a lot in the last couple of months because of my hand and wrist. I'm going to cut that off. This time I'm going to remember to take you with me when I go back over here. And I am just going to take scissors and cut that off there. If I would have cut that, I would have cried. Alright, so now we are going to just set the seam on this one. And open it up. Okay, we're going to do the rest, but first I'm going to move this and we're going to make this flush because I just used scissors. I should probably do it right. So we're just going to line this up with the edge of that. Might trim a little off, but it's okay. That's a little short, but it'll be okay because it won't matter once it's put together. And then we're going to flip it around and do the same with the other side. Going to line up my line here and the edge of my strip. Now, I do have to open this one. So let me do that. we go. And I just need this. So we'll pull it all apart, but whatever. All right, now we're going to, same as before, we're just going to trim this to get the salvage off. And now, lay this out of the way. I'm gonna line this up here and sew straight down. I'm not gonna pin it, I'm just gonna hold it and head over. Cut that off. I'm gonna need it, so I'll just have it over here. Over to the cutting table mat area. We're gonna line that up. Trim it off. And now do the other side, and then we'll iron it because, well, because. Same thing, I'm just gonna hold it over there. Let's iron it open. That's not the next step. We're going to cut this off. That's the next step. Be super great if I could find my little square. Now I have a dilemma. I don't know which one to do the binding with. I've got that second one opened up so I could really not do it scrappy. Alright, there it is. Very simple. You can use any fabrics. You could do it for any holiday. You could cut your strips yourself. I'm probably just going to do a crosshatch quilting on it now that I've added the border. I was just going to follow this line down and make it a cross on these, but now that I've done this, I'll just do a crosshatch. Now, I need you all to tell me which one to use as the binding. We'll say number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. These are pretty dark. Probably this one, but I'd like your opinion. Let me know what you think. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.